These podcasts, they take everything out of proportion, and the guys behind the scenes, they think, oh, because we invite so and so that we're so relevant now. You're well known for no reason, right? Men don't need to watch your videos. Women don't even need to be on your videos. They don't need to be on your podcasts. Why? Because you have a responsibility to your household. You have a responsibility to your family. You have a responsibility to your bloodline. I'm so sick and tired of this, because when I go back to Roman, right, the wrestler, the motivational speaker, he breeds legacy. He breeds the bloodline. He breeds everything that is right with this day and age. And he's American, right? And I'm from the UK. And I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody. What I'm trying to say is, what I like to watch, what I like to involve myself in, is I like to say what I look at is a self-reflection of me. If I was around a wrong crowd of people, well, like, heaven forbid that ever did happen, right? When I met these guys, Josh, for example, Josh McCarthy, right? When I met him, and he was at the pub in Wensfield, I was like, small steps. We're not quite there yet, but we'll get there eventually. But the only unfortunate part was, it wasn't years ago. And you can go on social media and you could say, one day I'm going to go to a concert, or I'm going to go to a Comic-Con, or I'm going to go on holiday by myself, or I'm going to find a girlfriend and I'm going to spoil her so rotten, and her money, my money, like, it's mixed, right? Me personally, I want to make so much money that it's just there, like, it's not even a joke. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to open my wardrobe, right? I want to be able to just open a cupboard, just open it, and just see tons and tons and tons of cash. So much money that I don't even know what to do with it. And I'll be like, today, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to invest it into pointless shit. I'm going to just invest into myself and my time and the person that I'm connected to. The people that I'm connected to, sorry. Whether you're individuals, whether you're just one specific individual, it doesn't matter. You could be one, you could be many. Mac off Mortal Kombat. But the thing that I find very interesting about all these guys is, all they inherently want to do is lower their IQ to fit in with the crowd. Yeah. And that's why you got these hyena laughing dudes. And I'll admit, I've been a slave to temptation all my entire life, right? Like, not bitches. But, you go back to the gym and school, right? I went through a phase where I went through a lot of different phases. I don't know what I'm talking about. I went through several. I went through many, right? I went through so many where my voice sounds raspy as fuck. Bear with me. I was impressing the wrong people. I didn't do it to impress a crowd. I did it because I wanted their affection. I wanted their attention, depending on whoever they were, right? Now I'm the kind of guy that, sits and likes to manifest better. I like to throw myself affirmations. I like to tell myself, like, why not? Nobody I'm related to throws affirmations on me. No one I knew ever threw manifestations my way, or the fact that I really was the law of attraction. And when people quote the law of attraction, the reason they're quoting it is because they are the law of attraction. The law of attraction is you, right? What you speak will happen. And it comes from just the work you put in. I did this for a very long time. It didn't make me happy, because I had several conversations, and I would have preferred to have had conversations with people on my level and more, right? And I always did look up to guys, right? But it's funny when you look over at people that aren't even on your level, that are on a level lower than you, right? But they end up getting married, and you're just thinking, nah, it's not for me, bro. Not right now, right? And the reason I'm not thinking about that is because, I don't know, like, I feel like I never got to experience a childhood of moments. And it's detrimental for my soul, because when I say, what do kids want to do? Kids, first and foremost, thank God from a young age, I wasn't coming across this debauchery of, you know, just go on TikTok and it's the first thing you see. I did this. I did that. I'm a performer. I sold my soul. I had to do this. I had to do that. And shut the fuck up. That's basically what I say when I hear them, right? They're so ridiculous. They're so full of shit. They're so contradictory to what they do. And they're hypocrites, right? Everybody's a hypocrite, right? People will say, I will never do that, but they do. The only difference is I've never called out myself for being a hypocrite. Why? Because I don't do what everybody else does. Now, let's say this. Somebody's riding a quad bike and I don't like it, but then I ride a quad bike. That's a hypocrite because I'm saying, I don't like you riding a quad bike. I don't like the idea of riding one, but then, or I'm calling them out for it, but then again, I'm doing it. So that makes me, in a sense, a hypocrite. So I think the way forward has always been just escape. Just go forward. Just leave it all behind. Just get out when you have the opportunity, the chance. You're not young forever, right? You're able, you're capable. Just go off and make money. And if people want to support you, then let them. And if they don't, then let them. Leave them alone. No one's going to stop me from making this happen, bro. No one is going to stop me from going to Egypt and riding a camel and being a part of the culture. No one is ever going to look at me and say, this guy can't do this, this guy can't do that, this guy can't do this, this guy can't do that. If anybody comes out here and tells you can't do something, just leave them. Just say, okay, and walk away. I will say this, right? When I knew people, nobody was ever negative to my face. And it's a shame, really, because those people that weren't negative to my face were negative behind my back. I've never said anything negative behind a person's back. I've never looked at a person when they were walking away from me, looked at their back and started talking shit about them. Oh, fuck that dickhead, because they did it with me. I think it's a weakness. I think it's a weakness for you to talk behind a person's back. If you have a problem with somebody, just talk to them. Just say, look, I don't want to offend you, sir, but I have a problem. It's never you have a problem with a female. You have a problem with a male. You have a problem with a guy, right? That's how most of it is, right? You just gotta speak and talk it out. And a lot of the times guys don't know how to. Guys don't know how to properly educate themselves in speaking with others. So that's my advice. My advice would be to just talk about it. Just get it off your chest. Just say say what's really on your mind. Get it off your chest. I don't know what the purpose of this video is anymore. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm struggling to hold on to this shit, bro, because it's the past. And I don't know if I can live another moment in the past. I'm sick and tired of this of the past. Fucking hell. These people gave me so many things, so many qualities, so many things. Like, I could have been a part of this. I could have been a part of all these various things that I saved, all these things that I watched. I could have done those things. People are like, you're scrolling through, you're flicking through pages, you're reading a newspaper, you're worrying about jobs that you work. And all people worry about is just do it. Don't doubt yourself, bro. Don't doubt yourself. Just work. Just work. Work on yourself. Read. Don't be like, oh, I've got to flicker through the pages. I've got to fucking think about this. I've got to think about that. People never look over in a person of my caliber, my direction, and people never give me an ounce of thought. No one ever thinks to themselves, oh shit, because they don't care. I'm the one that has to go through the suffering. They don't, because They are exposed to minimum wage. They're exposed to mediocrity, the bare minimum. I would never give Becky the bare minimum. I would never say, look, Becky, I want to hold on to the money. I would more than likely, right? This is me. This is 1,000,000% me, right? 100%, right? But I really want to say 1,000,000 because I'm like that, right? It would be hers. That's why we're different. Because I can make that happen. And that's the law of attraction. The law of attraction. How? It even worked for Firewalker because the gym, Firewalker, it worked so much because when I was there and I did it for 5 long years, I didn't even know that it came from the mind. I didn't know. But I started to work. Right? I started to train. I started to see results. And that was the power of the mind. I taught myself. I trained myself. I was like, nope. I've got to do these planks. I've got to do these push-ups. I've got to do these sit-ups. I've got to do these combinations. I've got to do this weight training. I had to do it. That's the point I'm trying to make here. I don't think that she would have held me back. I think it would have impressed the circumstances because everything else would have followed. The money just follows. If you're a money magnet, if you can attract money, money will come. Yeah. You just have to, I'm sorry, just act on it, man.